Title: The Cursed Mirror, Part 2, When the Curse Was Broken. Weeks passed after that night of terror. The shattered mirror was buried behind the old mansion, and life began to return to a fragile normal. Lila recovered slowly, her memories clouded, her eyes shadowed by something she could not name. Lina stayed close to her sister, afraid to let her out of sight. Though the mirror was gone, Lina often felt a presence lingering, like eyes watching from unseen corners. Then, one cold evening, Lila began to change again. She would wake screaming, claiming she heard whispers from the walls. Sometimes she spoke with a voice not her own, low, ancient, and venomous. "You thought you could end me," it said one night through Lila's trembling lips. "But you only broke the glass, not the bond." Lina's fear hardened into resolve. She knew then that Elara's spirit had not died with the mirror, it had scattered, binding itself to Lila's soul. The curse was still alive, and now, it was feeding. Desperate, Lina sought out the village's oldest resident, a woman named Moro who was said to know the ways of the old magic. When Lina told her everything, Moro's face grew pale. "The witch's soul cannot die by mortal means," she said. The mirror was only her prison. To truly break the curse, the witch's spirit must be bound with her own reflection, destroyed by the truth of herself. Moro gave Lina a small, silver hand mirror etched with protective runes. "This was made by the same coven that imprisoned her," she explained. "But you must act before the next full moon, or your sister's body will no longer be hers." The night of the full moon arrived, heavy with silence. Lila had grown restless and pale, her eyes almost colorless. When Lina entered her room, she found her standing by the window, humming an eerie tune. "You shouldn't have come," Lila said without turning. "She's awake now." Lina held the silver mirror before her. Then let her face herself. At that moment, the air turned cold, and Lila's body convulsed. The reflection in the mirror twisted, showing Elara's true form, decaying skin, black eyes burning with hatred. The witch screamed through Lila's mouth, "You cannot banish me, child. I am bound by blood." Lina's voice trembled, but she held firm. "Then by blood, I end you." She pressed the blade of a ritual knife against her palm once more, letting her blood fall on the silver mirror. The symbols flared to life, glowing white-hot. The reflection burned with light, and Elara shrieked as her form began to dissolve. The witch's spirit clawed at Lila, trying to drag her down with it, but Lina held her sister tightly, shouting words Mora had taught her. "By truth of face and blood of kin, be unmade, be undone, be nothing again." The mirror cracked, not from outside, but from within. Flames of silver light erupted, surrounding both sisters. Lara's scream became a whisper, then faded into nothing. The glass melted into dust. When the light died, Lila collapsed into Lina's arms, motionless. For a moment, Lina feared she was gone. But then Lila's eyes fluttered open, clear, blue, and free. The curse had finally lifted. At dawn, the two sisters buried the silver mirror's ashes where the old one had been. The wind was calm, the air still. For the first time in months, the house felt empty, not with menace, but with peace. As they turned to leave, Lina glanced once more at the soil. The ground shimmered faintly, and she whispered, "Rest now." This time, no voice answered. The curse was broken, forever. Thank you for watching. Keep commenting, sharing, and follow Learn English Skills. More interesting stories are waiting.